way down to southern Illinois again to do the river-to-river trail at the Lusk Creek Trailhead. I have no idea how long it's going to be, but it should be kind of like last weekend, only this time with sky and hopefully without rain. Okay, this isn't the best part of it, but this is the road that Garmin sent us on to go down to where we're going to go. This is the road. And believe me, we just drove through at least 3-foot deep puddles. And we passed a Jeep that was literally stuck and getting towed out by another Jeep. This is the road that Garmin chose to send us on. I just want to say, for the record, as I've said, here's a good example. Look at this crap.
I don't even know if we should be driving through this.
Look at that. I gotta go forward. How am I going to turn around?
We may bottom out here.
I mean, literally, this is beyond stupid. I cannot believe Garmin would send us on this. Oh my God. There is no way.
No, I think we need to turn around. I'm telling you.
How am I going to turn around? What in the hell was Garmin thinking? I can't get down that.
No, we're gonna.
This is the road according to Garmin. Do you see that? That is a creek. That is not a road. That is a creek. Oh my God. Okay, Garmin. You got my wife checking the depth of puddles. This is not a road. This is hell. After ripping a small portion of our bumper off and building a little ramp, Soraya is now scouting up ahead to see if we can even make it the rest of the way. There's no guarantee. But basically, Garmin sucks. Garmin sucks big time. I gotta stop. Okay, we decided to stop at Burden Falls because after what we just went through, we decided we wanted to see some stuff. We don't know if we're actually going to go on the trail today. It was rough. But in the background, you see Burden Falls in southern Illinois. Here we are at Burden Falls. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but it's not too bad. Seen better, but it's nice. I mean, for Illinois. That sky was in the water. Here, you can like walk right up on this. Very nice. Oh, around. I wonder if sky's going in. Nope. No, she says. Well, I don't know. You gonna get in there?
Pretty impressive.
Here's the more impressive part of Burden Falls. This is probably the actual falls that we talk about. Pretty cool right here in good old Illinois. Pretty good drop. You can see the people over there that have to climb. There's a trail that leads over there and then it kind of brings them down. I don't know if we're gonna do that because we got Sky with us, but I don't know. I guess it all depends. I want to see how they get up there, but may go over there with Sky, take it down, because that's pretty cool. It's almost like a little, like a causeway. The other side of the road. What was that? Oh. This guy's all interested. Do not take Tom Dick Hill Road. Do not. It is terrible. There's houses along it, and it's gravel for a little bit, but then it just turns into a nightmare. So Tom Dick Hill Road, stay far, far away. Making our way down the waterfall trail here at Ferne Clyffe. And it's a little rigorous. Not really, but I just wasn't paying attention. Soraya says the falls aren't active, but I think she's full of it because we have to go a mile in She's negative Nancy today after the whole debacle with the Jeep. This ain't the falls. We gotta walk a mile in. Here's some rock formations. I'm going downhill, so I'm trying to keep things steady. The sky is pulling me, pulling me, pulling me. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. That's where I come to survey. Just checking out some of the majestic beauty of Ferne Clyffe. With Sky, who's tangled up in her leash. Nice. Here I am at Ferne Clyffe. It doesn't look natural. Looks like a corridor. Ooh. There we go. Kind of reminds me of Giant City. Try to keep her in the shot. There's a cave up there if you can see it. Ooh. That's pretty cool. It's pretty high up though. I mean, it doesn't look very high up, but trust me, it's pretty high. I may be crazy, but right over here. I don't know if that's light coming in from this side, but it looks like way, way deep in there, there's some light. She wants to go cave exploring.
Okay, that's far enough, girl.
It's dank. I love dank. Dank's my favorite. I could have swore we saw. Huh. I imagine somebody could. Not I, said I. Holy Jesus. You. Yeah, go ahead. Here we are in some creek bed of the waterfall, which I'm sure the waterfall is feeding this. This guy wants to get her paws in so bad. All right, girl. Cool yourself off. Just want to get a shot because it looked really nice with the light glistening off the water. Well, here is the majestic Ferne Clyffe waterfall. I'm only saying that because the first one we went to, I mean, as far as the canyon we're in, is pretty nice. I mean, you're kind of just surrounded all around, probably, I don't know, 50 feet of rock. But, yeah, the fall's not too spectacular. There's Soraya going down into it. This guy wants to go down there too. So you get a better idea of the grandeur. There's people up on the cliff too, so I guess you can see that. We're at Ferne Clyffe. Oh, I'm glad we stopped at the first place after we got out of the hell that was Tom, Dick, and Harry Hill Road or whatever, and got that fall because that was far more impressive. Oh, we've hiked the Ferne Clyffe trails quite a bit, so I don't think we're going to do it today. So, waterfall trail complete. Only after a year. Literally, it's taken us a year to find this trail and actually hike it. Because the first time we came here, we did a completely different trail. Second time we came here, looked for this trail, couldn't find it until the very end after we already hiked. So, at least we got to do it. Ferne Clyffe, check mark. This is one of our other dogs named Xander. He's a little miniature pinscher, and he's almost fully blind at this point. He's like 11, 12 years old, and he's got diabetes and a heart issue, so we're taking care of him. We've had him since he was really, really little, and we're just doing our best to take care of him. This is the first time we've taken him out to the dog park in a long, long time. He's lost so much more of his sight since then, and keeps running into fences and things and getting confused. And it's kind of sad, but at the same time, he really enjoys getting out into Nice open park like this to run around. We're really happy that there's not a lot of dogs around here because he really can't tolerate other dogs, unfamiliar dogs. But we love him. Okay, it's 12:58 on April 2nd. This is Siloam Springs State Park. We are starting our little hiking trip. We're gonna hike to the backpacking campground. We're gonna set up our hammocks and test out our whoopee sling suspension system properly. Get that all worked out before we go down to Georgia in 2 weeks. Or decide whether or not we're going to go back to our original strap system. I have a pretty good high confidence that we'll be using the whoopee slings, but that's just me. I also get to try out the new Dutchware bottom entry bug net that arrived and a few other little juicy items. So, should be nice. But this is the this isn't really the where we usually start, but this is the quickest way to get to the campsite. And then I think the whole trail overall is 4 miles. All right, here's the Red Oak Backpack Trail map painted. Length 4 miles, believe it. But nice little quick trip out at Siloam Springs. As you can see, no bikes. Here's some of the sites at Siloam Springs. I'm not entirely sure what they had out here, some structures, maybe just old houses. But really all you see is the foundations anymore. We'll come across a kind of partially standing structure a little further onto the trail. I just want to stop and show this. We're walking next to a creek right now, which is pretty active. It's a lot more active than the last few times we've come here. While we like this trail a lot, it is a short trail. So we don't really, hike it very much, but we do camp out here quite a bit. This is probably one of our favorite camping spots just because it's easy to get to. You can see in the background, they burn away a lot of the shrubs and brush and vines, thorny vine bushes to expose the canyon that we're walking through. It's really nice. It's a very scenic little trail located in central Illinois. When we cross here normally, it's usually dry. So for it to actually have water coming through it is a surprise. I don't know if that's man-made or if that's just the way it is. Some nice scenic views out here at Siloam Springs. Oh, I guess this isn't too bad. Even though the water is flowing, apparently the flowing water doesn't contribute to the depth of the water. So I missed a cardinal bathing in the creek because I'm trying to do 15 things at once. Okay, here we go, making our way. Haven't got wet yet, although it's kind of muddy. So I was trying to find her way. I think she found it, yep. I think I'll follow her. Bloop. Except for Sky's already crossed and she doesn't want to come back. There we go. That worked. Yep, not as deep as I thought it would be. Somebody cryptically hung a skull off a tree. I'm thinking it's a deer, but it's hard to say. Here's the stairs up out of the little valley area. Then we'll be kind of walking up there for a little bit and making our way around to the campsite. This is about the only real climb coming this way, are these steps. And this takes us up to a little fire lane. And after that, it's pretty much, I think, like quarter mile to a half mile to the campsite. I'm trying to get the coming up, but I don't know if you can see it. And it's not too bad. A little treacherous. This guy's trying to go up way before me and getting pulled back down. Whew. Wow. The only problem is the steps here are a little high. Now I think there's more steps once we get up a ways. Of course there might not be, I don't know. It's been a while since we've been here. See, I don't know if that's all. I mean, you can see that they've done some controlled burns, but looks like they're doing a lot of clearing too. You all right?
Yeah, my thing collapsed. I had to redo it.
Oh, okay. You can see the path there leading us up and out. I believe that goes directly to the fire lane. So here we are in the fire lane. And this pretty much just wraps right around to the campsite. So we'll pick it back up from there. I just want to show you a little bit of this. Running along a ridge of some pine trees right here. Can't really smell them, but it's always nice to be around pine trees and in the woods. Here's a little channel that got burned out. You usually can't see this from the fire lane. This is all usually all year round is just so dense you can barely see through it. So it's interesting on this trip to be able to come here and see through a lot of where this bush and everything was. Now we're getting a really nice pine tree canopy through this path. This is still the fire lane. And here we are approaching the Siloam Springs Backpack Campground. The campground I think a lot of people don't even know exists. They should hire us to come out and supply this place. Let's go find out. Oh, sky. Oh yeah, see? And there's your Siloam Springs privy. Sky, come on, no! Get out of there. So it's not too bad. I don't want to look in there though. But it's a pretty nice little camping area out here. You know, I say nobody comes out here, but that's a lie, because we always come out here and you'll see burnt logs and things. So people do know about it, but... And these are just the ones that are right off the trailhead. You can see the park, the little benches over there, but we're gonna go back to the ones that are further back. They also have benches too. That's why it's a nice little area to camp, because you got your little fire pit, you got a privy not too far away, you got benches, and it's a pretty short walk in. I would say it's only like a mile from where we parked, maybe a mile and a half at tops. Huh?
The picnic table used to sit right here.
Oh, so they moved it closer to the fire?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so here's where we usually hang, and I guess this is where we're going to hang today. The cool thing about pine trees is that you can hang your packs off of the little nubs. I like that a lot. Okay, it's 1:44, and we are just now getting ready to set up our packs, or our hammocks, sorry. I'm going to take care of Sky, get her chained up, and then I'll rejoin the fun. So it's taken us pretty much 25 minutes to get our hammock set up. The only reason it took that long is because I was having a little bit of issue over on Soraya's. As you can see, I'm doing, we are using the whoopee slings for that, and we're doing marlin spike hitches with sticks, which is working pretty well. I got these in the mail yesterday. I forgot what they're called, but they're from Dutch Wear Gear. And you're supposed to be able to thread your strap through here, and then it makes it adjustable. But I can't, this is so narrow right there, I can't get the strap, because it's a looped in strap, to fit through there. So I'd have to cut it off here to be able to feed it through. And I don't like the idea of that, so I'm gonna see what can be done. maybe I can send it back and they can especially widen it out or something, or give me some sort of suggestions. But we did the same thing over on Soraya's end. The stick-like Marlin spike hitch. It's not on the stick, as you can see, it's on the knot. And then she's got it coming down to her hobo hammock, which she's using again because we tried the Eno single nest and she really didn't like it. So she decided to go back to the old hobo hammock, although we did put in an order for a double nest, which should be arriving next week. So basically we're using carabiner system. See, I had mine, as you probably didn't see. I'm also rocking the new Dutchware bottom entry bug net, which is pretty cool. I tested it out at home and liked it a lot, but I went ahead and fed the whoopee sling through the gathered end of my hammock. I got a double nest, and it's worked out really well too, so I'm really happy about that. But Soraya, she's not too trusting. So she opted instead to kind of save this system. But we are exchanging. She is getting a double nest, in a week. So I may go ahead and pull all of this out of hers once it comes in focus, and then do the same for her. I think she would appreciate it more. That way she doesn't have to have trees that are like 13, 14 feet apart in order to make it, take up the width of these whoopee slings. Because I think even over here, maybe over here, this is almost about as short as you can get this thing. And that's a good 1.5 feet. Okay, it's the middle of the day and I'm in my hammock. Sky's behind me. Hello, Sky. Hey, girl. She's ignoring me. But yeah, I got my hammock set up. It's worked out really well. The Marlin spike hitches did the trick. I'm very happy about that. Bug net's rocking. Under quilt, I think I still got the quilt on my feet. Everything's fine. I got my quilt in and my equipment. So soft. But yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's just fine. And whenever I want to get out, I just put my feet out through the hole and bada bing, I get out. Not even an hour in, and I got my tarp up. Tarp was the easiest thing to go up. Actually, I'm getting pretty good at that. This guy's over here digging a hole. We're putting on Soraya's now. Sky, what are you looking for? Well, we got our tarps up. It's only a little bit over an hour since we got here, so that's not too bad. I mean, we've been lollygagging and laying in the hammock as well, so. But I got my pack hanging from under my tarp now a little bit because we've been hearing a lot of wind and what I think is thunder, so we may actually be here for a little bit if it starts raining. I know I hear jets. I mean, what you just may have heard was a jet, but we've been hearing other things as well. But it didn't take too long to set up, and I'm actually pretty happy with the result. We were thinking about actually cooking out here. Although we know we can't stay the night, which is going to be odd because we got everything up now, and the normal routine is to just kind of, spend the night. I tried to convince Soraya that we could stay the night and then get up early tomorrow morning going to work, but she's just not having any of that. But here it is, all complete. Now we will be replacing, I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of slack because these are those, crappy blue tarps. Soraya has the middle line. I didn't put mine on because, well, quite frankly, I don't care. I'm going to be ordering some xenon hex tarps from Dutchware this week, so we can have that for the AT, and that will be our permanent replacement for tarps. We did go to REI and buy some 12 by 14 tarps to replace these because we were afraid they're too small. I'm starting to have second thoughts about whether or not these are too small. I mean, to me they look fine, but you never know with some strong. I mean, what you see down there is my top quilt laying under, so really my bottom quilt's pretty well covered. But some strong wind, you never really know until you know. But still, the xenon hex tarps are still lighter than these by a pretty good amount. So I feel confident in getting those. I really do. Reporting to you live from inside my hammock, under my bug net. There we go. You can always tell where the underquilt is because you can see where it's dark and where it's light. And I kind of wrap it up around my foot. Now I got to bring it up on my shoulder side. Here we go. And bada bing, bada boom. In we are. I stopped using my knee pillow for a while because it was just added weight and it was just getting in the way. But now, after the last couple of times, I realized that it's kind of essential to my sleep. I really need my knee pillow. So I've got it back, and boy, does it feel comfortable. I'm so happy to have it back. I could probably fall asleep right now. I would recommend it to anyone. Anyone considering hammocking, bring a decent pillow for your knees, so your knees can stay propped up, and it prevents you from getting hyperextended, and it just makes the whole thing more comfortable. What I've realized over the past couple of weeks is that my feet tend to get a lot of pressure built up because I'm laying straight, and my feet are kind of sandwiched together, and my heels start kind of rubbing against one another, and it creates a lot of friction, and it's just really painful after about an hour laying in a position like that. The pressure, especially against where my heel rests on the hammock, a lot of pressure starts to build up there. I noticed that's mitigated a lot with it's mitigated considerably with the use of a pillow between under my knees, because that just kind of reduces the amount of force that's coming down from my foot, and it kind of hinges everything on that pillow, and it just makes the lay just so much nicer. So yeah, I'm definitely going back to that. You can see my underquilt right there. Let me see if I can do it. That is the shadow of my underquilt, and this is my underquilt too, so you can see how it's just kind of wrapping around this end right here. That's all you need, really. You just need to make sure it's under you, not under the entire hammock. Okay, we've got everything packed up. It's like a half an hour later, about, getting Sky taken care of and getting ready to go. Hello, girl. Okay, we are back out onto the trail. Left the campground, going the rest of the way. Okay, we're coming up on the little cottage thing. I gotta go under this limb. Okay. Wow, this is so clear. Usually there is so much overgrowth through all of this that you have to go through to get to this. It's never this cleared out. I didn't even recognize it at first, but we'll go up to it. Oh, and this is Siloam Springs. Going up inside the little stone house. It's all caved in and whatnot, but there's a little door here. There's Soraya. I thought it used to form like a little peak up there, but not so much anymore. Come on, girl. Oh, don't go down there. I don't think I'm going to go all the way up, but kind of comes through here. You can tell there's kind of a doorway over here. And up there was like a... Yeah, there's a root cellar over there. I'm not going to go up there, though. But it's a pretty interesting little area. Well, I think up at the top there was like a cistern or something, but this was what we thought was the little root cellar. There's a little bridge across it for some reason, but yeah, up there's like a little cistern that we didn't show you. I guess I could go up there. What's the point? Come see it for yourself here at Siloam Springs. All right, we're coming back up to the creek. Oh, it's got some good flow too. It's got some good flow. Here we go. Across it. I think I was wrong. They may be coming this way. Oh. This guy's gonna pull me right through it. Oh, coming through. Not too bad. But it's got a pretty good flow going right now. Usually it's just kind of stagnant. So it's nice to see some water flow through here. I don't think I've ever seen that little rock outcropping over there. It's always been so overgrown. And we've been coming the other way. But Illinois Department of Conservation, natural area. So they say, but now we climb. Gonna do it with one trekking pole because I'm a beast.
Careful.
Yeah, that's been there for, I think, ever since we've come here.
No, I've never seen everything here. Of course, it's always grown up with weeds and stuff, so it's just
True. Whoops. Let's see. It's not too bad. A little steep. It's just really short. We still go up from here, as you can see. Whew. Yeah, it tapers off a bit compared to that steep climb. I don't know if you can see down there, a little creek. Well, it's much bigger than the one we crossed, but this is just crazy town. I don't know why they're doing this. I mean, they gutted most of the trees. That's crazy. There used to be a thicket of trees. Now they're all knocked down. See some plains over there where the creek bends around. One of these days we're gonna go down there. Maybe camp down there. Who knows? Here's more of the burned up woods. All along this path, on both sides, it's just burnt woods. Everything's nuked. It's crazy. It's like everything's nuked but the path we're on. Here's some more burnout. Following the trail still. It's quite a bit of tree burnout and knocked out. That's just, you never really get this good of a view of it. But I think they recently just brought a torch through this whole place. Hey, is that the road?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's that road. Yeah, we come by a road. We're already there. Wow, we're getting ready to make our descent.
Yep.
The answer to everyone's questions. But they've been doing this for years. I guess, I wonder if they just do it every year. Does it say in the big bulk of yellow text? Let's read. What are woodlands? Woodlands are native habitat that are somewhere between a prairie and a forest, and required active management such as thinning, harvest, and prescribed fire for both restoration and maintenance. They were once common in Illinois and provide excellent wildlife habitat and for wild turkeys, red-headed woodpeckers, white-tailed deer, and a wide variety of other plants and animals. Few of these important habitats remain in Illinois, and restoration projects like this one critical to the needs of Illinois wildlife, most in need of conservation. So yeah, I guess they do it all the time.
Well, if you look at the before and after, before, nothing can get through that. They need it to be a little bit thinner and open so that the animals can get through all that.
I guess it makes sense because we've been through it where it looks like the before and it's awful. So yeah, I could see that being a plus. So they got their reasons. It's kind of crazy though. You don't want to go down there? I don't blame you, girl. Here's the washout from the road we've been on. Looks like it gets more and more every time we come here. It's crazy. Some more washout.
Come over.
Good girl. You're learning. I think there's a chopper overhead. We're still going downhill. We're almost done, actually. This lets out to a little bridge. That's right back to where we parked. Here we are coming up to the beginning of the trail and the little bridge that goes across. Here's the whole trail map. Well, one thing we've never done is, we didn't do it now, but this is what we did. The Red Oak Trail. We've never done the Crabapple Trail. But that's where we camped. So it was right over there and kind of goes up, loops around. Never done it. Probably will one of these days. But we have done Old Village Trail up here and Hoot Owl Trail as well, just not today. I don't think we've ever done Deer Run Trail, but we've done quite a bit. And now that we've walked over the bridge, that completes Siloam Springs. We are now walking back to the Jeep. Sky's peeing. So, yeah, it's not a bad little 4-mile trail. I recommend anyone, especially if you live in Illinois, come out and try it. It's a very nice time. If you're gonna bring a dog, make sure that they're, used to being on trails so they don't pull you around all the time. I love Sky. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and catch you later.